All right, everybody. It's, of course, TKI, I think Campus Writer here on KEMPIRE.com. We have been trying to get this young lady here on the show. It feels like for months and months and months, but finally she is here on TKI, I think Campus Writer. She is not only an amazing songwriter, she's written for Brandy, Chris Brown, Ariana Grande, and countless others, but she's also a very much talented singer. Her song, I Like It, it's climbing the charts, creating such a buzz, but it's her single It Won't Stop that won't stop playing here on KEMPIRERadio.com. Please welcome for the very first time to Kempire Radio's TKIF, Sevyn Streeter's in the building. What's going on, Sevyn?
Hey, hey, man. That was like one of the greatest intros of all time. How much do I owe you? I owe you something.
We'll
I'm
get.
good, though. How are you? How you
I'm doing great. We will get to what you owe me. We'll talk about that later. Sevyn, first of all,
doing?
everyone is excited about your project. Everyone.
Man, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm excited about this project. It's been a long time coming. So man,
We're,
I'm overjoyed. I can't wait.
We're gonna skip over the introductions and things like that. We left that to everyone else that interviewed you, earlier on when I Like It came out, because people know you're part of a few groups beforehand. They know all of that. We want to know Sevyn Streeter, the woman, and the songwriter, and
Mm.
this new album. So let's talk about It Won't Stop, because that song, Sevyn. I mean, I'm sure you've gotten a lot of praise from it, but seriously, that song is just it just took us to another level. We loved I Like It, but then It Won't Stop just took it to a whole
Thank you.
other level. What influenced that song?
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. Actually, a relationship influenced that song.
Wow.
Like literally, like word for word, pulling up in your Jeep, bumping all your yeah. Like
Wow.
I couldn't even lie about it if I wanted to. But it just, I was in a really good in a really good space with somebody, and I just wanted to be in that space all the time.
Mm.
And it just came from it came from a real place, and I feel like a lot of people go through that when you're dealing with somebody, and it's just they just make you happy.
Mm.
You know what I mean? They make you happy, and you're just very comfortable, and it just even the you appreciate the simple things, like just
Yeah.
the small things. It's just man, it's a good space to be in, and I encourage people that when they are in that space to enjoy it, because sometimes that space does not last forever.
Would you say, because a lot of artists, especially the new artists and the female artists, and you as a songwriter, crafting this album and everything like that, like Adele, she crafted this album about just one relationship. Would you say this album is about just one relationship, or is it a variety of things?
No, it's not. It's not about that at all. It's about relationships that I've been in. It's
Hmm.
about uh, conversations with my girlfriends.
Hmm.
Even with conversations with my guys that are my friends, because they have y'all have your own perspective on dating and
Sure.
relationships too. So you know what I mean. I write with a lot of male artists, so I'm right there in the middle of the conversations when it's a room full of male writers and I'm the only female writer. I like to think that I've learned quite a bit, just from being in those rooms and in those conversations. So, I don't like to leave the men out. I don't like for the men to feel like they're being, yelled at or barked at or, I just like to be truthful. So just like men mess up, we mess up too. Like
Hmm.
females, like we mess up too. And I just like to write, as honestly as I possibly can about all of it.
Yeah. You mentioned about writing with others and being around men, a lot of male songwriters. What's one of the biggest things that you feel that you've learned from being around this male energy?
That and they say it all the time. Men are simple. Like they say it all. I hear it all the time. Like, yeah, we're not complicated. Like it's either black and white. Either either we're into you or we're not into you. Either, and a lot of times women, we try to figure it out. It's like Morse code or something. We're like, well, I think that meant this, and I think that meant that. And the truth of it is, and what I've learned, not just from men that I write with, but I've learned it from my uncles, from my father, from my brother, that, when someone is into you, when a man is undeniably into you, you won't have to sit there and scratch your head and try to figure it out. You know what I mean? So, that's probably one of the biggest things that I've learned. And I've learned that men are very smart.
Thank you for that. Can you say that one more time for the audience?
That's like a double. I can talk about it all day. But you guys you're smart. You're very smart. That's all I will say. You're smart. We don't give you enough credit for that sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely I agree with everything that you're saying. If you guys just tuned in, I'm here with Sevyn Streeter, CBE/Atlantic recording artist. First of all, again, thank you so much for being here, because we've been trying to get you here on the show for a long time, because we love the music and we love what you're doing.
Man, thank you. Thank you. I'm we tweet each other back and forth from time to time. So I definitely I see the support, and I so appreciate that.
But I want to kind of get back to "It Won't Stop," because your fans love this song, and we love the song. We play it all the time. And then you released this remix with Chris. How did that even come about?
You know what? I had the record for a little minute, and he just always loved that song. He just like all of us, but he always loved that song. So when they played the version for me one day. When you first hear the song, you don't know that he's on there, so they kind of tricked me. And they were like, listen to this. They played it for me, and then his part came in, and my face just kind of lit up, because like I've done records with Chris before. I've been on his songs and things like that, but for it to be my project and for him to get on it, like, I was just so, I can't even explain it. I'm just so happy about that. Like, I was a fool. I turned into a fool when I heard it. I really did. I freaked out.
And it worked. It was really, really good, because you never know, especially when a song is someone's favorite, to hear a remix on it. It's kind of like, okay, this can go really, really right or really, really wrong. But it was popping. We enjoyed it a lot. But speaking of Chris, will we see more of him on your album?
You know what? I'm not sure. The way that we kind of like to do it is we just record, all of the songs. We just record records, and then when it comes time to really pick which songs are gonna stay on the album, we listen to those and go, maybe this rapper would sound good on this song, or this singer would sound good featured on this song. So, I think the closer we get to finalizing all the song list for the album, then we'll probably go back in and figure out the features. But
a lot of your fans.
So you never know.
A lot of your fans have been asking, when will they get an "It Won't Stop" music video?
They gonna get that video in like 2 seconds. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because we just shot the video for it last week. So
wow.
It'll be, I just saw my first edit today, and kind of lost my mind a little bit.
Can you tell us who the director is and the concept?
Well, the director is Chris Brown.
Oh.
he directed. Yeah, he directed the video, and he did an amazing job. The concept of the video, I tweeted a picture from set the other day. So if you go to my Instagram, I put it on Instagram. It's a picture of this huge light shining on the beach, shining on the ocean. So that's the only little hint that I can really give away.
Okay.
Is that we did shoot some stuff on the beach, and it was beautiful. Like the perfect day at the office, right?
Oh my goodness! I know your fans and myself are excited about this video, because we love the song. The song, I don't want to beat it to death, but there is a 90s influence, a Leah influence in that song. Did you have that in mind when creating that?
You know what? When we did the song, Actually, and thank you for that. But when we did the song, no, we just felt like I was such a fan of the beat, and shout out to Diplo and Preschool because they did the hell out of that beat. I love it. But it just, the beat was so dope that you didn't really want to do much to the song. Like, I didn't want to oversing it. I didn't want to, it's not a song that really calls for a lot of runs and riffs and high notes here and all. It just didn't. I didn't want to ruin what it felt like. I wish you could hear just the instrumental alone. It just feels good. So we just wanted to make sure that we matched what the beat gave us, and it just turned out the way that it did. It just feels warm.
When you write songs like this, I know, especially now that you've become, you've come from behind the scenes now, and people get to know you as a solo artist. I'm sure you get a lot of fans that connect with your songs. Has there ever been something that someone said to you that really touched you based on what you put out musically?
You know what? What's like really endearing for me is when I'm on Twitter and the fans actually they quote the lyrics from the song, and then they'll at their boyfriend or they'll at their girlfriend or like that. I always think that is really cool because all we try to do is, like, especially from a songwriter standpoint, we just try our hardest to write records that people can really relate to and that are realistic. You know what I mean? So it's almost like a little confirmation when I see fans do that, and that does make me feel good.
Definitely. Sevyn, first of all, like I said before, it's such an honor to have you here on the show, and I'm not gonna let you go too soon. I just have a couple of more questions for you. And I have to ask what your fans want to know.
Good.
We asked about the video, but they also want to know, when are they going to get this album? When can we expect this album? Do we have a title for the album?
Well, we don't have a title yet, and I don't have a release date yet. But because they've been like really, really, asking me about that, we decided to put out an EP.
Oh.
So, I have a 7-song EP.
Okay.
That will be out when I tell you it's so around the corner. It'll be out so soon. We're just mixing the records and things like that now, but it's just a little taste. You know what I mean? Just to hold them over, just appreciation for them being so patient.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put out a 7-song EP, and it's just a little taste of what the album is gonna feel like. Just to give them something. It's like the appetizer before the main course.
Definitely. Sevyn, people are excited about this project, and we've heard some of the producers that you've been working with, like Harmony and Diplo, and of course Chris. Have there been other producers that you're about to get in the studio with, or some new producers that you've been working with recently that you can tell us about?
Let's see, what new producers? You know what? On the EP, because I can speak from the EP. On the EP, I have production from. There's this producer out of Atlanta. His name is Cam. And he is extraordinary. He's amazing. There's production from a producer named D Mile, who's incredible, and we've been friends for a long time. So I love D Mile. There's production from the Interns, who everybody knows the Interns, and that goes without saying. They're amazing. So, and there's a production from this producer called Them Joints, and Them Joints be bringing them joints. It's nice. It's really, really nice. And I feel like those producers, and I'm always open to working with more producers, but those producers, they definitely they get my vibe. So that's all of the production for the entire EP are those particular producers.
Dope. You know that because we love you so much, and we love your voice. Anytime we have singers come here on the show, we ask them to sing a little something. Can you sing a little something for your fans?
I sure can. I can I'll sing a little bit of It Won't Stop.
All right.
So, it goes a little something like this. I love it when you pull it up in your Jeep, bumping all your beats. J's on with shades on, bring me something to eat. You done made up in these streets, but when it comes to my heart. That don't mean a thing, no. So I hop up in your ride. Oh, it's hard as hell outside. Got the top down with the doors off. Hand on my thigh. Try slow. Take your time, baby. Every little thing you do got me feeling some type of way. When you give me that thunder, you make my summer rain. Oh, 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 oh. Every day, and it won't stop. Boom, boom, boom. No, and it won't stop. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. With every single part of me, my love for you is constantly, forever and ever on the stop. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, Sevyn. Look, I didn't want it to stop. Sevyn, that was incredible, and like I said before, I feel like that your fans are going to just love and eat that up right now. Okay, so before we let you go, we have this game that we love to play, and it's the first thing that comes to mind. We want you to just to say it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Finish the sentence. Life is.
A journey.
Mm. The person I most want to be proud of me is.
God. Well, God's not a person, but God is a being. But God and then my parents.
Mm. My biggest fear is.
Uh, I say failure, but that entails a lot.
Mm.
You know, I could talk about it all day, but I'll say failure since it's one word.
Okay. I am most insecure when.
Honestly, real girl moment when my makeup is jacked up. I hate having bad makeup days. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd
That's
much rather just wash my face and not wear any at all than have a jacked up face of makeup.
well. That's honest. That's definitely honest.
Yeah.
um, what makes me mad is.
Lying. No. Not lying. People omitting the truth it pisses me off.
That I call that lying.
Huh?
I call that lying.
Yeah, but you know what? Some people don't.
Yeah.
But it's a little different. Like when people omit the truth, I can't stand it. It takes. Okay, we'll talk about that later. But
because you're a songwriter, we always have to ask the question. My favorite lyric of my own is.
Oh, that's a hard one. There's so many lyrics. Oh, sheesh. My favorite thing of my favorite lyric. Ah, shit. I'm sorry. That's hard. My favorite. I'm really trying to think. Like, my brain is like going through like all of these lyrics because I'm thinking about Chris songs. I'm thinking about my songs. Favorite lyric of my own.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, okay. This is such a cop out, but just say it won't stop because I really have to put thought into that.
Okay. You'll get back to us. You'll tweet us about it. You tweet us about it.
Yeah, I'm really gonna think about it.
Sevyn, before we let you go, because you work with Chris, a lot of people want to know what's going on with his X album. We know you're a part of it. What can you tell us about that album?
I can tell you that album is gonna be absolutely ridiculous. Every single song from top to bottom is ridiculous, and I genuinely mean that. Like, no, nah, I'm not just saying that because that's family.
Mm-hmm.
The album is amazing, and it's amazing. It's a freaking masterpiece. That album, I
Wow.
just feel like
Would you say this is his best
it
work
just,
yet?
his best, his, it's hard because said, yes, in terms of, I feel like it definitely, it speaks even more to, even more to who he is.
Mm.
Like, I think it's more, I feel like it's really truthful, and yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'll say that. I will say that.
That's okay. All right. Sevyn, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to be here with us here on TKF and Kempire Radio.
Man, thank you guys so much. And because you got me like over here, like, what is my favorite lyric? That's a good one. That is a really good one.
Sevyn, first of all, we're excited. We're excited about the new video for "It Won't Stop," and we're excited that this new EP will be coming out. 7-song EP. You got to keep us posted. We definitely would love to have you back here on the show once the album comes out.
Absolutely, absolutely. We can have an EP listening party.
Yes.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Sevyn Streeter here on Kempire Radio's TKIF. Thank you, Sevyn.